Shalom. So today we're going to look at the book of Mark, chapter 3 and 27. It says, "No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house." So in order for you to overthrow, you have to first get rid of wherever the strength is. All right? Now looking at this politically, when you're dealing with the strong man, you are actually looking at the reserve currency for the world, right? And with this currency, with this reserve currency, this is where a lot of trading power lies. So if you control this, you control a lot of the trading power of the world, right? Now, today we have a currency, right? Now, how did it get its power? How did it become the world reserve currency? Because Saudi Arabia, right, they made an agreement to sell oil in this currency, right? And on the other end of that agreement was that these people would protect Saudi. The funny thing is, protect them from what? Or protect their oil from who? From who? Apart from, and who else would they need to protect the oil from? Who else is going around stealing oil? Who else is going into people's land and doing whatever they want? The only terrorists I know from history are these people. So if these people are not protecting the Saudi oil anymore, I don't think Egypt will go down there to take it over. I don't think Yemen is going to go down there. I don't think Iran is going to go down there. I don't think Brazil is going to go down there. So who are they really protecting it from? From themselves. Because no one else does that, right? However, this is where it all began, right? So with everything being purchased in this is where the power is. So what happened is that they hold a lot of the reserves across the world, right? Now, in order to bind the strong man, this is where the shift needs to be made, right? And we can see a lot of things happening now. We've seen it for the last few years, right? If you remember when the reporter, the journalist guy, was killed, right? Jamal was killed. Turkey wanted answers, but also something happened in that time where you saw the Saudi prince and the Russian president made a high five meeting, greetings. That's not normal. So that was the first sign of letting us know that these people were already letting go of these people. It's not rocket science. It's obvious. And we can see it more even now. Right? So what they want to do now is that they would remove their protection from Saudi. However, on the other end, that is opening a door, because once they remove, guess what? Now it's their time. Now it's the time for the Saudis to invite Russia in. This is how Russia works. They're not just going to go in uninvited like certain people. They're there just waiting for you to invite them. Just like Venezuela. Just like Syria. So once these people step away from Saudi soil and the Russians go there, it's a whole different ball game. And if what happens now remove when they remove this from the oil business and put a different currency there, probably a common one that is within created by the BRICS or whichever, but it will change everything over here, because now you won't have in your banks this. All of this would be turned over into instead of US banks. Once they no longer have control over the trade, that's going to be problematic for them, and it's going to put an end to their reserve currency, because all of that now will be into another bank. This would give rise to their enemies. So these people will now profit a whole lot more from what's going on, while these people, their power would be declining. It would be going downhill, because the strongman is now binded, and there'll be a new reserve currency to do trades in. And once this falls, once the banks, their dollars fall, guess what? This automatically falls with it, because all of Europe is dependent on the US military and the US dollars. You know what happens when an ambitious man loses everything? That's the last person you can trust. A man with a lot of nukes and no power, no economic power, no form of power. It's gonna be crazy. That's when you're gonna have to look out for what is next to come, because he already lost everything. He has no problem in destroying whatever is remained. Pay attention to the signs of the times. Shalom.